So let's hop right in. So yesterday was the short watch. This is what we said for the SPY, down to liquidity, and we didn't expect it to actually go all the way down. It actually ended up at the 161 extension from liquidity left behind. Now remember from yesterday, we had this tackled right here. We said if it broke yesterday's highs, it'd be a good magnet for this week. Unfortunately, it just dumped right into all of our targets right away. Was not expecting that, but okay, it's there. So for SPY, we still have the golden pocket to refer to now today for the daily. So what I'm going to do is delete the green fib from yesterday. Just do that. We're going to move over to today and set it up appropriately. Now we still have liquidity above us, so there's a short-term short happening right now. And you can see it with the algo and everything else. You can see it with the 50 tap here. You can see it with the daily Fibonacci, right? So we had this little algo blip we said in Discord, popped up, hit the 50, came down. If you do the Fibonacci like always on the 5-minute algos, you will see it peaked exactly at the 1618, now back down to the 100. If it holds right here, the next leg up begins. But first, we need downside, right? And why is that? Well, if we look at the NQ chart here, as we just posted in Discord, we're following a short off the 200 SMA because of broken liquidity, right? No tag 50, but it's broken, right? It's not a perfect triple, but that's okay. These work out, just not as great as a perfect triple. So we have a broken 3-5-minute that has resisted at absorption zone, right? And this is, again, why these don't work out all that well. 28,000, big psychological level, so it's trying to hold support at 975, and it has some liquidity below. Now, my belief is that we might get this 50 at the opening volume drop because there is it's a baby wick, really. You got to zoom in real quick there. It looks like a no wick, but I was incorrect. Posting in the Discord, there is a wick right there. So right now we are watching for the minor pullback because we got low a day, higher low from the sweep here, and now it's back testing. We have just this liquidity open, but if we hold the 100 on the broken triple, all right, so if we hold right here, we're heading up. Okay, now it's pre-FOMC day, so generally we tend not to take things too seriously. Today, try to trade a little slower, stick to the Mikey, so on and so forth, because there's not a whole lot to do. Now, what's the catalyst for the upside here? It's just holding lows, right? Because obviously we had a beautiful wash short yesterday on that gap fill on the futures, and we had some huge lows, and all it did was open and continue on the 100 EMA is what we usually look for on EMA and moving average catch up, right? And that's what we always preach. We say, well, if there's
order filled
moving average that we ran away from, which was all of them, in a huge move, we generally look for the back test of the moving averages to actually continue, right? So we got that today. And then also, if you took the high low of the dump range in Fibonacci, you will notice how we always play it. If we can't find anything on triples, there's no triples right here, which means golden pocket 3 in a row, a lot of brokens, no 15s, no nothing. We take a high-low range. That's the high, that's the low. Where did it hit? Directly on GP retrace. Boom. And now she's on the downside. Now, this could retrace back up. We're actually more long biased today than we are short, as we see opportunity in the means of VIX failing 1850 and the market bouncing. And why do we bounce? Well, we filled our other target on Qs that we've been talking about forever, another gap in the triple. So we are not only at the 100 EMA daily, we have filled this gap. And if you look, as we said yesterday too, we have one more gap to fill before a bounce. What happens? So scam the shorts here was right here, right? You could see it if TOS would ever fucking draw a thing. Junk. Boom. So now that we have both of those gaps on the daily chart filled, oh, look at that. Gaps are going to gap. Perfect, right? Then, of course, we have this blue algo as well on the Qs. 1618. Perfect. So bounces right back to where? The 100 fails. Now, where can it go? Well, we can retrace as far as it wants to. Now we got to watch for the bounce. This is going to be a temporary bounce off the 100 EMA, in my opinion. because nothing goes in a straight line. So we're going to take our QQQ daily here. We have an algo here. We have an over-under spot. We are holding the gap, and it is looking for that upside. Now, we put our daily golds on like always. And we can see the algo and the GP putting us at a long potential of here, right? Because not only do we have the algo fibbed out, goes to 127, which is almost a perfect overlap with the 50%. So we are looking at greens going to stage 1, pushing the GP of the algo, obviously the long green here. We'll take this one, duplicate it, move it over, and then the second leg of the move would be a breakout to the 50. This is what we're looking for in the morning. If we are above 677, we'll get a minor retrace. First target area will be here at the GP. Second target area will be big bonus round up here for the 2 golds. Target 1, target 2. So that's where our long sentiment kicks in. If it has to do a little bit of a sweep, don't be surprised. If it comes up, sweeps down a little bit, holds the 1618 down here, and then recovers later, also potential long. But right now, we should be perfectly fine because we had a double inside open. I explained this in the course minorly, and we talk about this a lot in Discord, but we had a double inside open posted in Discord right here. That usually means bearish, and that means VIX is bearish because we just talked about the double inside open on Discord. Now, 1850 is the psychological for VIX, right? And since we had a double inside open right here on the 5-minute, that means bearish standard, break 1850, and where's it going? Well, let's look to our left, and what do we say? We have gaps as low as 1664 for the week. FOMC is going to be huge, so we don't know which way VIX is going to turn, but for today, we got a couple imbalances and some liquidity left behind on the VIX, down at 18. So the break of 1850 goes where? Potentially 18, next psychological number, but we had a little 666 bounce. That's the 666 SMA. And then we had an opportunity to see the volatility index fail the 100 as well as not going hot on the RSI, which is also a good weakness point. So right now we are looking for the double inside open from our algo course saying bearish on the VIX, which we posted, which means bullish on the markets. So that is your outlook, and that is our trade right here. And we're watching for the over-under confirmations. Right now, we're looking for the hot RSI, right? So we've been in the top channel. We're above 50, so that means it has an opportunity to push hot. Now, again, if that sweep happens, that's going to be more of a dip watch. But right now, your risk to reward, right, still perfect. I mean, high VIX, high risk here. You're looking at 120, 130, 140 some points now to the downside for that sweep. But ultimately 2 to 1, right? So 3 points downside, 6 point up on the QQQ. And if we get that move, we will see those longs win out. And right now we're kind of rooting for the longs. We're rooting for a sweep long, which means I'd rather it fail here a little bit. Even pressure under yesterday's lows. Loop, which is this blue dashed line that's yesterday's lows, or we always put the gold, obviously high low. I would love to see it sweep out and trap and then go up. That would make me super happy. We'd play a big long off that. If it holds up here and just kind of moseys up to the GP, pulls back to here, and then continues, we'll still have a move there. So both of those will be on watch. But the sweeps to longs and everything to long, back to GP for the Qs is the main.